All right. Bon dia, bon tarde, and bon noche. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, I have a very special episode because I have with me, as you can see, 3 individuals whom I consider my brothers. Now, I have an actual brother. We don't have a choice. If we did, I still choose you, though. You're cute.
Wow.
This is Chris. You guys seen him before on the episode. And to his left is Nader. He's new to the show. Most of you don't know about Nader, but Nader is also one of our brothers, closest friends, homies.
I've been there.
Nader, say something.
Yeah. Well, as you guys know, my name is Nader. I met these guys when I was
Is it Nader or is it Nether?
10 years old. Nader.
Okay.
10?
We're 10?
Yeah, 10 to 10, yeah.
Shit.
In 4th grade. Ever since then, like at the beginning, we weren't like super close.
No, we had to grow to love each other.
Yeah. When we went to high school, we got a bit closer, and then we started hanging out and stuff. But yeah, I've known these guys for almost 20 years now.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Man, 10.
I heard y'all got in a fight over a sandwich. That wasn't a sandwich?
No. We didn't get into a fight over a sandwich. We just happened to fight because of a sandwich.
Bell just happened to push him in the wall and it like broke the wall a bit.
That really happened, though.
Yeah, we cracked the wall.
We cracked the
didn't
wall.
break it.
Apparently, the thing
Make
we do
it
because
more dramatic
I've
for the
done
people.
Jake. So
Anyway, on Nader's left, you guys seen him before. It's Graham. And I consider these guys my brothers. We've been through so much together. We've grew up together. We've really experienced childhood together in that sense. Mm-hmm. And I really think that the reason why I, in ieder geval, really praise my childhood is because of the way that we grew up together. The things we did, the way we interacted, the routines we had, the way we shaped our childhood together. I think it really made a big part of who I am today. And I think it's nice to talk about that, talk about how we grew up and our friendship and how it shaped us as men because, like Nader said, we know each other since we were 10. Graham, I've known quite a bit longer. I know you from... we were in the same kleuterschool, but we
weren't in the same class.
We didn't know each other yet.
No.
We knew each other from 1st grade.
Yeah.
So when we were 6 or 7.
So 5, 6. 6, 7 or 5, 6? I think it's 5, 6, right?
5, 6? No, not even longer then.
Yeah, something like that.
That's a goddamn long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Chris, I've known you for like...
Since day one.
Day one, homie, you know?
I've known you your whole life.
That's true. And I haven't known you your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Missed by a year and a half.
That year and a half, man? Yo.
All right. So what I want to talk to you guys about is especially like the journey that we went through because it's quite interesting because right near up the end, Nader, you had to leave.
Yes.
You had to move. And then it kind of...
All the way across the fucking world.
Yeah.
To Lebanon.
It wasn't even like move to Aruba, Bonaire. No, it was like, I'm going to move to somewhere you'll never see me again.
Like, no joke, when you told me you were leaving to Lebanon, I had no idea how far away it actually was.
Yeah. So when I was 17, my dad decided that we should go live in Lebanon.
Why though? What was the reason exactly? Just like start a new life or just...
Yeah, he thought it would be a better life. He could start there, maybe his own business and stuff. That it would be easier for us. Because it's not that we were struggling in Curacao, but he just wanted to have a better life. He was growing somewhat older and he was working a very hard job.
You saw more opportunity in Lebanon.
Yeah. He thought he would have more opportunities there, but at the end it didn't work out. So he decided to come to Holland also with me after 3 years. Because I decided to come back to do my studies and finish school and build a life here. Because in Lebanon, I couldn't build a life. I didn't know the language. I couldn't really study completely.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't have a choice. I had to leave. And then they came.
It was funny because, like, even though you were in Lebanon, we were still, talk to each other online and Skype and whatnot. And I remember you told me you were in a relationship there with a chick, but you didn't speak.
Chris, you sure you want to bring this up?
No. Because, like, you told me you were in a relationship with a chick, but you understand Arab, but you don't.
I can't speak. I can't speak Arabic.
You understand, but you can't speak.
Yeah.
And she understands English, but she can't speak it, and that was your relationship. When you told me that, I was like,
Kind
okay,
of a difficult ass communication dynamic.
Exactly. I'm like, wow, you guys really care about each other, apparently.
Yeah, it wasn't actually as hard as you would think, because if we understand each other, then it's fine. It wasn't like we were struggling to communicate. Because I understood every word and she understood every word I said. And if I didn't, or if she didn't, then I would try to say in a different way. So if you want to make it work, it can work. Obviously, it's not the easiest or the most comfortable way of having a relationship. But we made it work. It was fine. I was with her for a long time.
Then again, from what I remember, that wasn't like the thing you struggled the most with when you were in Lebanon. I remember Skype calling you with you once.
Yeah.
'Cause we tried Skyping a few times. I think we tried in 3 years that you were gone. We haven't seen each other. I think it was about 3 years, right?
Yeah, 3 years.
That the one time we Skype and the connection was good enough so I could understand you. There was some kind of civil war going on or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what is that? Oh yeah, that's machine gun fire. I'm like, okay, Nader, please stay inside. Do not go outside.
Yeah.
Nader, what's that popping sound outside? Oh yeah, they're shooting.
No, but your biggest struggle was not being able to find a milkshake, right? Like that was your
Yeah, that was apparently his
like
biggest
explain
struggle.
it. How is it not? How can you find a milkshake in the entire country? There's no milkshakes. Like what is that?
And be careful what you say, because there might be some people from Lebanon be like, we have milkshakes everywhere, man. Where the fuck have you
like,
been?
I couldn't believe. I was like, this man has to be lying. There's
Okay,
no
so
way.
I wasn't living in the like capital, so I was living far away.
Where exactly?
In Tripoli, or they call it Trablus.
Okay.
So it's not like in Beirut where you have more of the general stuff. You have Dunkin' Donuts.
Where it's
you
like
have,
a city.
Yeah, you have all these normal things. So it was very hard to find a milkshake. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to find in the whole country, but you have to go through a lot of things to find one.
It's not a common...
No, it's not a common like snack or dessert or whatever.
Average.
Yeah.
So was that the first thing you did when you came here?
Uh,
Close to?
I mean, kind of. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, everywhere there's one, Burger King and stuff. But I don't know.
So if there's any people who, after this podcast, end up being a fan of Nader, want to send him something, you got to send them a milkshake. Now you know.
Oh, and
That's the
apparently
stuff.
it has to be vanilla because that's his favorite flavor. Like whose favorite flavor is
mean,
vanilla? What's
I
wrong
like
with you?
vanilla. What's wrong with you?
I
That
ain't
was
gonna-
not your favorite though. Come on.
But it's only not my favorite because Oreo is my favorite.
Exactly. Like there's so many better flavors out there. Why you choose vanilla of everything?
Okay. I'm just gonna say, not sponsored by the way. Domino's has like the best milkshakes right now. They have this
Domino's?
cookies. Yeah, they have this cookies and cream thick shake. They call it thick shake. This thing is just 10 out of 10. Not sponsored.
No offense,
Okay,
but
well, guys.
I've never thought of, hey, I'm gonna order some pizza and get a milkshake at this pizzeria. It's like
And I was afraid this conversation was going to get derailed
Yeah.
by something.
How did I
Right.
have to, how we end
It
up
was-
with
it was-
milkshakes?
Well, Chris asked me
You-
something and you changed the
Yeah.
subject into milkshakes.
how
Oh,
did
I
we
did?
change it? Because you changed it.
This
I have
is
that
this
power,
is what
you know?
a friendship of 20 years looks like
Yeah.
when you're trying to have a conversation.
We have like 20 conversations at the same time.
What I'm more interested in is that with you, Nader, you made like the switch from, because you moved to Curacao from Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
And that's when you came to 4th grade and you met me and Graham?
No, actually, I moved when I was 2 years old.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then I was in Curacao, but I was going to a different school.
Ah.
Who are you going to?
But there was a lot of things that happened in the school.
Which school was it? Throw it under the bus. Talk shit about it. It's
I
all
don't
good.
remember. It was this, like super, yeah.
Super public school?
Yeah, it was a super public school. We weren't allowed to like even
St. Paulus?
run during the pause. We were just supposed to just sit and eat our breakfast. We were not allowed to run. We were not allowed to bring anything with us, like card games or whatever. It was a super strict. We weren't allowed to do anything.
This is like Guantanamo Bass's Hole or something?
Yeah, I don't even know what it was. I don't know how I ended up there, but yeah, I was there. At this point, there was this paper that I had to sign for school for something to give permission, or I don't know what it was.
You had to sign it?
No, like my
Oh,
parents.
parents, okay.
But I have to bring it, but I forgot the paper, or I didn't sign it, or whatever.
And they expelled your ass.
No, they didn't expel me. I was actually hit by the principal because I did not bring the paper.
The principal hit you?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And that's
Like a
why
slap or like
my mom decided, you know what, fuck the school, and then
That's a good question, Graham. Was it like a slap or was it like a flick or
no, I got like hit. It was just like a
punch.
Yeah, it was pretty much like a slap,
Like
or
a smack.
something. Yeah, it wasn't like just a simple tap or whatever.
It was like a
It was like a novela.
damn.
Fernando,
So-
¿por qué? Tu
Yeah.
permission slip. Blah.
What's
Yeah.
permission slip in
So-
Spanish?
His sleepover permission.
No, but he's good at Spanish. So what's
No,
permission
I
slip
don't
in
know,
Spanish?
dude.
He is Spanish. He's not good in Spanish. He is Spanish.
I mean,
And I'm Latin, not Spanish.
I didn't say you're Spanish. You said you're Spanish. Look at him, not me.
Yeah, you said it first.
I
Anyway,
said you're good at Spanish. That's what
so,
I
yeah.
said.
So that happened, and then
Next time I compliment
swapped
you.
to school. Then
All
I
right.
went to Marnix.
I didn't even know that was a reason. I thought you just moved to Curacao from Venezuela. You're like, oh, gotta go to school somewhere.
No, yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to speak Dutch now, would I?
I don't know. I don't know what you do
And
there.
fuck you,
Shit.
too, and all these things.
Yeah, like Duolingo or something.
Maybe.
Some shit like that. I don't know.
The paperback version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you guys like remember the most fondly from like early childhood? And that's before we became teenagers and we started making a lot more conscious choices. Like what's something that always stuck with you? You think back, nostalgia.
Like
Like-
with us specifically, or just
Yeah, like with the four of us and then like separately.
that's a good question, bro.
Hanging out in the weekends.
But more, be specific.
No,
Paint a picture, Chris.
No, because like if you compare it to now, like nowadays it's just a hassle for everyone to get there on time. But back then it was like without fault every weekend we would be hanging out together.
That was a dish at Graham.
No, shots fired.
Shots fired. It's so really subtly. I like how you did it like cool below the table, but
I didn't mention no names, but yeah, everyone's busy because we're older now. But back then it was. Our parents were tired of our shit. They were tired of the week. So like, hey, kids, you go play together. We don't care. And then we're like, hey, let's play with our friends every week.
Yeah, mine's definitely like like standard, like that Friday we get Chino and we just game the whole fucking night. And you guys at a pool, so we just do shit in the pool and stuff.
Chicken raparia.
yeah, and that's one of the things I mentioned. Like that
That's
became such a routine.
Yeah.
I didn't even know for how long we did that, but it became such a fixed routine.
Yeah.
Every Friday is after school, go to our place in like an apartment in the back of the house with the tiniest possible TV we could find.
Yep.
It was an absolutely minuscule TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We played the shit. Chris broke all the C sticks
on
the controller,
Oh yeah.
and then get the same food.
Yeah. Over and over. Bro.
Over and over.
Every Friday, bro.
Never got tired of it.
No, we never got tired of it.
That's good times.
But that
C-sticks,
was one of the
man.
things that you because you do it so much, like it's true. It's like real bonding. Because after you've done it like 100 times and you're still doing it, then like you really have to just be 100% yourself to still be able to like enjoy it.
Yeah.
And FYI, for those of you who are watching and don't know, C-Stick is one of the joysticks on the GameCube controller.
And Chris broke it because that's in Super Smash
that's all
Brothers.
he
That's
did.
all he did.
All you did is flick that.
It kind of worked,
It
but
did.
That's all you hear, bro.
you know one of my
Oh, it
favorite.
didn't, because you lost every time. You were last
No,
every
I-
single time.
He only lost because Nader was so good.
Yeah.
No,
Remember
but
that one?
I mean,
This dude goes to fucking tournaments.
Yeah, no, that's true, but
No,
still, you still lost every time, so it didn't work. It didn't
So
work.
did you.
I was second every time, though.
No, you weren't.
Yes.
No, it was that was the
Yeah,
case.
that was the case.
I do remember one time I played against Chris and we needed to go quickly and you were rushing me. And I actually beat him without him even hitting me. Because all he was doing pressing the C stick, so I know what he's going to do. So then yeah.
Man.
Because you spammed the shit out of that C stick, bro.
But it was fun.
It was the only character I could play well with, so yeah.
That was fun, though. Yeah.
One
I
of
like how you call the C stick a character. The C stick is the best character.
No, I would always play with the same character because I understood how the
it was
C-stick worked.
Marth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one like legit my favorite memories and that I remember that we had to like get permission for and everything was at the end of the school year. Like if we passed the grade, we would go into like the backyard,
Oh yeah.
make a little bonfire. We call it the Kimabuki party.
Yeah.
And we would get like some cans of cola and shit and like put in the jug and like put some music on.
Is that what the WhatsApp group still called? Kimobuki Party? Or did we change that?
I changed it to
I
something
changed it?
stupid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, should have kept it. It's better.
Yeah, it's.
But we did it for a few years and then. But the thing was, we would burn our notebooks and our books that we couldn't use anymore from last year. But then I failed the grade, so I was looking for shit to burn. Like, nope, need this again. Nope, need this again. And then look at it was like, oh shit, this is what I should have written down to pass the grade. Oh fuck it, and we still burned it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of notes that you can use for the next year also
True.
sometimes, but we just didn't give a fuck.
It was purely about burning the thing.
Yeah.
But having permission from our parents to set a fire.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's
Yeah.
just go burn shit. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And my dad was like, guys gonna be careful, right? I'm like, yeah, where's the lighter fluid?
Yeah. We're definitely not careful about that.
I think we finished I think it was like a liter's worth of lighter fluid. Like we finished the whole fucking bottle.
I think the first time
I'm surprised no one got hurt. I'm seriously surprised.
Because we used to burn it and just run around with like burning
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
No?
And we used to
Really?
we used to spray the fire from the
Bottle.
bottle.
Yeah.
And you see the trail fire start following up. And you was like, stop real quick.
Stop. Yeah.
I think only the first time we kind of fucked up something. I don't remember what, but there was something that went not like completely wrong, like something huge, but we were like not sure if it was gonna work or not.
Look, if my parents didn't find out and we didn't get trouble, it probably wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I think at some point we started throwing more things than just books in there. I think
For
whatever
sure.
we could grab,
Absolutely.
throw in there to see what burns.
Weren't we like even putting marshmallows? Like just
Yeah,
cooking
that was the whole
marshmallows?
point.
Yeah.
And we ended with s'mores.
Grab rocks, just throw rocks in it. See what happens.
That was fun.
But we all walked very different paths, like on Curacao. Like we came together as friends, but we didn't come from the same neighborhood. We didn't come from the same upbringing or same like family structure. Because Graham, your parents had like the more classical like 9-to-5 job. You have a big family. Your family was really active together. You guys did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
I remember going to a lot of family gatherings with you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And since Curacao is such a small island and a small place, then eventually I realized that your cousin Quinn is one of Chris's buddies.
Yeah.
So that way also it kind of like links up.
Shout
And
Yeah.
like apart from like our group, like what's your fondest memory of growing up on the islands? Like what sticks with you? What keeps calling you back home?
Definitely my parents because they're still there. But I think, like you said, just the whole family thing. I think the barbecues and stuff, especially like that, because everyone gets together and just Now that you're older, you also get to appreciate more of the shit talking they did back in the day. Because back in the day, you're young, you're like, you don't know what's going on, but now you get it, and you hear old stories like, oh, you used to be like that, you wild boy, or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I like, the whole family thing, and just telling old stories of each other, and like, oh, okay, you pretend like this whole put together person now back in the day. You were starting to figure it out just like we are now. So I think that's it. Yeah. Just the whole family aspect of it.
And you grew up in Sun Valley?
Yeah, basically, yeah. We lived maybe one or two other places as well, but mostly, just Sun Valley.
Yeah, because that's where we, like, when I met you and we started becoming friends, you were living in Sun Valley.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, it was just close enough for us to walk to you.
Yeah.
Like, to come visit. And
Because you only know one of my houses in Sun Valley, right? Because
I only know the one that
before that one we lived one that was like a street further down of it. We lived in that street, in a house on that street as well.
What the fuck is it called again? Ceru Lora Poptier?
No, I won't put my address out there.
Okay, true. But I remember was one of those street addresses in Curacao where you hear it, you're like,
yeah, it's a stupid ass
why
name.
the fuck would you
dumb ass
like
name? It's not gangster.
Like Hanchi Lora Bientu Subiceru. Like what?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, but here the names here are even worse, I would say.
Yeah, because
names here are just, I don't know.
If just 18 syllables in one street address, then no one lives there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have a question for now. Then, like, because you left the island before all of us, and you haven't gone back since. Do you have?
Oh, that's true.
Do you have any kind of feeling of like I kind of want to go back, or is it like it was a part I don't really care about it anymore, or
the past is the past?
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of different. Curacao didn't really have too much that I would say I want to go back for. I would like to see some people that I haven't seen in a long time that live there, and they don't go, like, they don't come here to Holland to visit or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like, is it your brother? Like, has he visited?
Yeah, my brother came once
to
visit. But besides my brother, I have some people that I would like to see again, but it's very complicated. It's very hard to go there also. It's not the cheapest flight also.
Fuck no.
Yeah. It costs a lot of time. I'm trying to build my life here, so I'm busy with that first, and then I can prioritize other things like visiting old countries or whatever. Because I want to go to Lebanon again also, and maybe when the situation in Venezuela gets better, I want to go there too. Because I have a lot of my family there that I haven't been able to see for almost 13 years.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah. So
that's a long ass time.
Yeah, because that's one thing me and Daryl have in common compared to Graham. Is anything that we had that tied us to Curacao, other than friends and family, we don't have that anymore. Like house is gone.
Yeah, that's definitely for me the biggest like I want to go back for sure. I want to visit often.
Mm-hmm.
But since we don't have a home anymore and have a car, just knowing, okay, I'm sure if we go to Tio Jaddy and be like, hey, can you get a place to crash?
Yeah.
But you also want to be inconvenienced and you want to just relax and everything. So I have to rent a car and find a place to stay and everything.
So,
Yeah, because that's the thing. The family, they will always open their doors for you. That's true. But it won't take away the fact that you're like, yeah, I'm taking them out of their comfort zone to it. Yeah, they're happy to see me, but it is also kind of taking them out of their comfort zone, out of their routine, because I am there. Yeah. Whereas if it was opposite, and like, yeah, this is my room. It's always been my room.
And at some point, your relatives also become older. They also need the hassle a lot less.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's different because I have my brother, so he can do his own thing, and then I can do my own thing, and then we won't really intervene with each other's lives too much. So it's kind of easier. But if you have like someone who's older, then they're gonna be home more often, and then you feel like you're
in the way.
Yeah, in the way. But with my brother, he's like working and doing his thing, so maybe it won't be too bad if I go. But and I can borrow a car from
But you are planning on, at some point, revisiting and seeing it again? Because it's been a long time for you.
I might. To be honest, I wouldn't mind going. But I feel like I don't want to go alone. That's the thing. Like, I want to go either...
Like you got three assholes here.
Yeah, exactly. I want to, like, maybe if we plan something or something like that, then I wouldn't mind going. But going by myself, I don't see a good reason to spend that money to go.
I get it because it's been so long. Like,
even
the friends you have there are probably just so busy. Like,
yeah, but even then, you probably wouldn't even recognize a lot of the places because even for me, who left after you, a lot of buildings have changed. They changed street names and like it's completely different from what
Rotonda, new Rotonda, old Rotonda is gone.
Yeah,
I don't even remember most of the names of the places. Like I remember the Alchemain ones, like the Salinia, Otra Banda, and Punda, and all these things.
You don't remember Santa Rosa Weg, man?
I
don't remember.
Oh, Milucha.
That's it. That's Santa Rosa Weg is like your whole like encyclopedia of street names.
I mean, I remember the Rio Canari, I guess, the street to go to Marnix.
Yeah.
And of course where I live, which was Santa Maria. I used to live there.
Shout out to Milucha. Ooh.
Yeah. Good ice creams.
Hey, when
this guy's all about the milkshake ice cream. I'm talking about like that roasted chicken.
Wait, hold on.
No, they had coconut ice cream.
Stop. You go to Milucha. What kind of ice cream you get?
Coconut.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
What the fuck?
I thought you were gonna say vanilla.
Coconut.
Okay.
Dude, you got an issue
way
with
to be
vanilla,
Caribbean
man.
about it though.
Yeah.
No, because
they're known
everybody
for
knows.
they're known for the coconut ice cream.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go get vanilla,
Lidi Pinda, Tamarain.
I have an unpopular opinion. I'm not a fan of the coconut ice cream.
well,
I don't hate it, but
The one from there or just in general?
no, the one from there.
Okay.
Really?
I'm not a fan of you then.
I don't know. That's
Well,
fine.
that's that, I guess. This podcast is over.
Thank you for watching. It was brought to you by Balashi,
Balashi.
that doesn't exist anymore. Aruba.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
I think they might still do beer, but they also used to do like soda pop and stuff like that. And I think that part might be closed. I don't know. It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did your parents feel about you guys coming to our place as often as you guys did? Because as soon as we became close, it was when me and you went to Mavo together. And with me and you, it was, I think, in 5th grade when we became like really close. You guys were at our place a lot. Like I was also at your place often, but not. I think I visited your house maybe twice in total. I think maybe I'm pretty sure I spent like a total of 5 hours at your place ever in my whole life.
I've been there once, and that was to drop him off.
Yeah.
I've been there once and I just chilled outside.
Yeah, because that's when you went to his house, when you picked him up, you take him to the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
When you guys helped me.
you're leaving now forever. Let me see your house.
Exactly. The outside of the house.
This is where you live.
But let's be honest, like my house wasn't like the best to chill at because I didn't have that much space in it.
I've never been in.
It was
so I
also
don't
the
know.
one furthest away, and most of the time you guys didn't have transport to even go anywhere.
That's true. But also, our school was closest to my house. So to come after school,
exactly.
it made only sense. And my house was close to Graham.
Yeah.
But how did your folks ever like say anything about it? How often you guys spend because Graham, you slept over at our place also a shitload.
Yeah.
Like and it got to the point that my parents and my mom definitely considers you guys like her children.
Yeah.
And she would often, even without you guys being in the context, she would say, "Yeah, I got 4 sons."
Sounds that's shout out moms. I don't know. I think I guess they were just happy about it. I guess they got a break from here.
Yeah.
Like, yo, go
play.
Thank you, take him.
I mean, I'm assuming, I'm guessing they're okay with it because I was there all the time. But I think they made jokes like, "Yo, do you live here now or do you live there?" Like,
yeah,
where do you live? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, they made jokes about that definitely. But yeah, I think it was just a good balance for them. So they had some time with me then, but sometimes to themselves as well. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
I still remember the first time Nader slept over because like your parents were like really strict. You would come over
a lot,
but they would always come pick you up
no
like,
matter what.
Never able to sleep over.
Even if you call them like after midnight.
They would always come and pick you up. But then one time, like we stayed like really really late, and then we like all fell asleep, knocked out. We didn't pay attention to the time, and then we all woke up like,
oh shit, Nader's still here.
He's still here.
We're all fucked.
And Nader's like, my parents forgot me.
It was that was kind of an issue at some point because they came to pick me up in the morning early. I remember, but
did you get punished?
No, not really. I didn't get punished, but my parents are very overprotective about these things. Which
is funny because you were 14, like 85 kilos, fucking 180, tall, big dude, already growing a beard and shit. Like, who the fuck is gonna fuck with Nader?
It was weird for me too. I always ask them why are they like this, but I never really got a concrete answer. Now that I'm older, I kind of got it, and I understand them. I understand where they come from. My mom comes from Venezuela. There's a lot of shit going on there. And
always has been.
And it's not very a safe place. So I understand that she's always careful about where we go, with who we're staying and stuff. I understand that, you guys, I've been going to your houses for so long. At some point, there's no way something is going to happen. And I keep going there every week or something can happen. I mean, we were kind of stupid sometimes, but not that stupid.
Yeah, but they didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I think
that was between us and everything we broke.
Yeah.
That was between us and God.
So, remember that one time that we fought and we had like all like blow up plaque, like spots everywhere? Yeah.
The time you broke my thumb?
Yeah, it was like the only time in my house that it was hot as fuck. And I had to keep a shirt on because I could not let my mom see all these spots.
Oh, yeah.
Because if my mom sees it, like she will
never come back.
Yeah, no, I will come back, but she'll be like, "What is wrong with you? Why do you do these things?"
I fail.
Yeah.
Like, you know how I got away with it all the time because we did it often. I don't know why you and I would just like to fight and wrestle and like shit.
Time, bro.
And like with Graham was always like sports. With you was like fuck the ball, fucking beat each other.
Yeah.
But I always got away with it because we were always so active, like either on fucking like bikes or rollerblades or skateboard or something. So I said like, I just suck at skateboarding, mom. And she was like, I completely believe that. So that's why he's all bruised.
Yeah, but I can understand your mom is like, yeah, I'm not letting my kid go to this place anymore because whenever he goes there, he's beaten.
But these guys just stand in the pool and just swing at each other. That's all they do. They just work all day. They just swing at each other. Like, what is wrong with you?
It made me a good fighter though. It paid off when I did martial arts.
I mean, I guess.
I was not afraid to get hit.
Jesus.
We technically we're very quiet people outside of like when we were doing.
Who the fuck is a quiet?
No, but I mean like.
No, yeah, they're all definitely like you. Yeah.
You were the only quiet one,
but I mean
ever.
I mean, like we're not really people that will just go and randomly beat someone up.
No, of course not.
But that's like what I mean. Like, we're not aggressive people.
Yeah.
But we are, kinda.
We can be.
We can be. But we are only like in the right setting with each other. Because I like fighting. But I'm not gonna just randomly go. Beat
Violence is not
up.
the answer, kids.
No.
Violence is not the answer.
Long walks on the beach, romantic dinners by the fire, fighting.
But not wanting to, go beat up random people is a normal thing.
No. But I mean, like, but like, even if somebody's like looking for trouble, I will try to avoid.
Absolutely. Like no confrontation.
Unless somebody like actually does something, then I will defend myself. But like, because I've dealt with a lot of things there. But yeah.
Did you guys ever get into fights with Curacao? Like actually like fisticuffs?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but not with your friends or something. But
at school, motherfuckers would always pick fights with me, man. I don't know why.
Why would anyone pick a fight with you, bro?
Because I'm a big dude, but I'm also the nice guy.
You know why? That's the
why
playground equivalent of finding like the biggest dude in the yard and knocking him out, so you can be like the big dog.
No, I'm good.
And You know me. I'm like, don't want to fight. Motherfuckers keep fucking pushing me, man. I remember one time I got choked out at school.
You?
Yeah, because I was like in the second grade, and this sixth grader, like,
What the fuck is a sixth grader doing putting hands on you?
Yeah, I don't know. Started fighting at a certain point because we were in the sandbox. I tripped and I fell, and the second that I fell on my back, he like jumped on me and then like choked me out.
What kind of stupid ass fight?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to steer away from too violent representation of the islands.
Yeah, but it's not the again. It's people, shitty people doing shitty things.
Yeah,
and you get that everywhere.
You have violence and fights everywhere.
True. Well, that's kids stuff, right? Kids, you just do stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but sometimes it gets out of hand because I've seen what Chris said, like at school, that older kids fight like little kids, and it gets way out of hand. They're like, okay, he's about to kill this kid.
Yeah.
A lot of times I got into fight was trying to like tell like sixth graders like, if you sit on his head, he might not be able to breathe.
Yeah.
He's like, what you say? Blah 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 blah.
That's all Jean-Jacques thing, you know. That's
yeah.
That's the same fucking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like the moment I realized that Graham was my dude was when this like there was a cute girl in our class, like Graham. But
okay, we're gonna get into this. All right.
But the like someone like because they had like zesde class and then eerste MAVO, right? It's like the one class afterwards, so it's a small age difference.
Yeah.
But because you're in a different school, you're in MAVO now. All of a sudden, you're like a big kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but he was
cool
but he was like in Eerste, Tweede MAVO or some shit. So he was not happy that the girl liked Graham. So he came to beat Graham up, and like Graham was sitting on the bench minding his business. So him and his little fucking asshole friends surrounded Graham. Yeah, I think me, Danny, and fucking
I think everyone from the class.
and we jumped those dudes. We chased them off, man. We whooped those dudes. And like a bunch of little kids.
Yeah.
And we were like, you were not touching Graham. Graham was like, hey, I'm not doing shit.
I'm just chilling, bro. Come on, let me chill.
And because of shit like that, he has the ego that he has right now.
Nah.
Graham knows that the reason I'm big is to defend him.
Exactly.
I got you.
Thank you.
But the good thing is
that's the reason he has that ego, because he's like, oh, Daryl's gonna handle it.
No, but the good thing is
say what I want.
When he's by himself, he's super quiet. He kept to himself, so he won't get into that much trouble.
Point.
Yeah. See?
Right.
I have a good head on my shoulders, you know?
Technically, the only fight I was in was in sixth grade when we were defending Graham.
Yeah.
That was my only fight.
Same, and I didn't fight it.
But it wasn't really a fight. It was more like intimidating the guy that he's just 1 year older, so it doesn't fucking...
Yeah.
Like, we're not scared of him.
Yeah, and we were big enough to be the same size as them, so... But like, were your parents okay with also the way we like hung out and played and shit? Because I remember we were you guys with us on the boat also, but we weren't necessarily like tell your parents that we were doing that. Like, I can imagine that that's also a thing. You'd be like, wait, you guys doing what with who now and where? Because Graham, you got seasick once with us on the boat.
Yeah.
And I remember your dad was not happy about that.
Nah. Because I think that was I think that was my first time on the boat probably. So I didn't know, right? So I was like, I'm gonna just go, whatever. I'm
gonna play on this boat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just do my shit. I just puked everywhere, bro. Everywhere, bro. I got sick.
You remember why you puked?
No.
Besides the motion sickness?
No, why?
Damn it, we kept telling you, Graham, do not drink warm soda.
Yeah, why the fuck would you drink warm soda?
Don't do it. We kept telling you, no, don't drink warm colita, dude.
But it's there.
Yeah, I know.
Drink it.
You drank like 3 cups, and my dad was looking at us, make sure this kid's not inside. So he was like at the top of the boat. And then you puke. I felt so bad for you because you like your face. It was the youngest experience with pure disappointment. You weren't upset or anything, but you were just like, fuck, why did it have to be?
Why me, bro?
I felt so bad, and my uncle was like, go grab a bucket, scoop some ocean water, and go fucking splash that puke off the boat.
Yeah, I got bad.
He's your friend. You got to do it.
Yeah. But no, I think, I think most of the time I just told my dad, like, yo, or I told him we're going to the weekend, that's when he automatically knows, like, it's going to be boat stuff.
It was never a problem.
No. He just, like, I guess, I don't know, be safe with the whole, just be safe, I guess, in general.
Yeah.
And just watch for the sickness. If you feel like bad, tell him and to stop or I don't know, whatever. I don't know.
Get off the boat.
Yeah, jump.
In the middle of the ocean. Get off the boat.
Swim to me, you know? I don't know.
Swim to daddy.
I got you know? So, it never really had a problem with it, no. It was always good.
Wear sunblock. Don't drown. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, sunblock, bro, yeah.
That's small.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, me too. For real. Gotta use it. Gotta keep this skin safe, but hates me and shit on myself.
Yeah.
But I got Fleur now. I just stand like this. Yeah, for real. She's the best. I'm like, Fleur, je moet zonnecrème op doen. Je ga je verbranden. I'm like, come on. I want to be chocolate.
Yeah.
Because you guys also even went to Bonaire with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we even got to the point where we were so close and it was so normal for you guys to like be with around us and shit that we went to Bonaire together. A few times, right? Nada, you went I think twice?
No, I went once.
Once?
I also went once. So
Really?
Yeah.
One time we went, and Graham couldn't go for some reason, and we took a cousin of.
Oh yeah, that's when Patrick was there.
Yeah, and that's when I went, and then the next year I think I left, and then you guys went with Graham or something, and then Graham was able to go.
Yeah, we went in a big group that time.
Yeah, with the band and shit, right?
Yeah.
Also went with Lung and Davlar once also.
Yeah?
I remember, yeah. That's when I fell off the ATV.
Oh, I remember the
The
story.
ATV I was not supposed to be driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the story. Yeah.
I felt like an idiot. I felt...
Well, it wasn't the first time that we...
Shh, quiet, calm down, dude.
Yo, at a certain point, I hope in this podcast, because we're all here, when the fuck did you take my car?
I took your car so often, dude.
Yeah.
How? Cause
The only thing I don't remember, did I ever take you illegally in his
Yes,
car?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
because I had a Nissan Pathfinder, but it was a diesel pickup truck. So whenever you turn it on, you hear that it's on.
Yeah, for real.
How the fuck did I not know that you took my car?
Because you sleep in the apartment, which is in a separate, like, your room in the apartment.
Yeah, but it's next to the garage, though.
Yeah, but
Maybe you were...
you snore louder than the damn car.
What time did you take the car out at night?
Morning, evening, night.
matter, bro.
Sometimes I took it literally for like half a minute, just to, like drive a circle around the block and park it back.
Really?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. But I wasn't that good at parking, so it took me like forever to repark the car the way you parked it. Yeah.
I honestly
One
couldn't
time-
recall noticing.
One time, legit, I took a car. I was going to Graham to just fucking surprise Graham. But the second I drove out of our street and it was like Mama Lee's street, I popped a tire. It was super close. So in that moment, I'm like, if a cop comes and sees me like in distress, he'll probably want to come help, check everything is okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was my mindset then. And I was like, what's the best thing to do? Push the car back home, put it back in the garage. I could. It wasn't that big of a car. Like back then, I could definitely push it.
But it was
man.
it was also on like a slight hill, so you know
we've done it before.
It would have worked.
It was your standard size, just a functional pickup truck. So you could definitely. It will take me a while.
A while.
Yeah.
I understand.
But how do you get it in the garage? Because it's like a
steep
little hill.
building. Yeah.
Dude, then I was considering this is my option. I'm saying it was a good option. I'm just saying, or I try to like fix the tire, or
can't.
I could,
Okay.
but it was a matter of like what's gonna get me in trouble quicker, you know?
What's going to get in the least amount of trouble, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a better question.
So my hope was let me get this car back, and then I just say like, oh yeah, you have a flat tire, bro. You did it yourself. So what I ended up doing was I went to our grandma's house who was there, and one of my uncle's fucking cousins, one of those people were there. One of them, like achter primo, some shit. I told him, yeah, my car is flat tire. Within like 2 minutes, he changed the tire.
Really?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I didn't even finish saying hi to my grandma. He's like, yeah, I fixed it.
Fix it.
Like I didn't give him tools. I gave him nothing. Like I didn't give him no access. He like fixed it. I'm like, you fixed it?
Yep.
And then I think for the longest time I let Chris drive his car with the spare tire being a flat tire. Yeah, I swear to God. I swear to God. But
piece of
and,
shit.
and it came back to bit me because the next time I really stole your car.
Really stole your car. This time I stole it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Really stole it.
I borrowed it without meaning to. Ask permission. I already did have my license, luckily. So I went all the way to fucking Caracas Bay.
You did have your license.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Went to Caracas Bay, but I had to pick someone up. And it was in one of those little weird, like zijstraatjes, but it was like a dirt road and like a house on a cliff. So it's like really weird to get there. You got to go through a street that's on a street that's kind of past the street. And I couldn't fucking find a place, but it was a dirt road on the hill. At some point again, I popped a tire.
Oof.
So I was like, fuck, pop a tire. I'm like, you know what? I'm just changing this tire. When they change it, I was like,
But you realized it after you changed the tire. You realized, oh, that's also
yeah,
flat.
yeah, for real.
So
I started changing it, and you know when you pop a tire on, you gotta like tighten the bolts across. You can't go all the left bolts on the right bolts, right? So I went across, and then I went to lean up against, like, push the tire so it stays level. Like, when I push it, I'm like, it's squishy. I'm like, fuck. But luckily, just down the hill was the ghettoest fucking tire repair place in the world.
Yeah.
Like, the ghettoest. Like, there were tires everywhere, on the road and everything. They use tires too.
What
like,
size you need? You need? We got it.
But again, I just drove with the broken tire. There's a little bit of this, and you're not supposed to.
Yeah, no.
Till I got there, and they saw me. Like, ¿qué pasaba? Saya meti flat. I know, Aribo. €70. 70 florin. I was like, 70? That's a good ass deal. And again, before I knew it, they knew exactly which tire I needed. Put a new tire on and shit. Hey, bosaco bo perto quebrar, no? And they gave me a deal. They gave me it was 70 to fix the real one, and only 50 to fix the one I already broke.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was nice. And okay, both are fixed now.
Yeah.
And I made sure there was a gap period before I borrowed your car again. But a lot of times I asked you, and you would say, yeah, but I need it then and then. And I would just take it the whole day. But you never complained. You never say, stop taking my car. You never said...
Because I didn't know you were taking it.
It's so weird because I took your car so fucking often.
I literally had no fucking clue.
Honestly, what were you doing in that room? Honestly, what were you doing in that room? Who were you entertaining?
No joke.
No
joke.
Next topic.
No joke. Watch Naruto.
That's disappointing. I thought
Watching videos and shit like that, and that's about it.
The time I felt worse is like when we're living by ourselves, and I took your car to my ex-girlfriend. Got a flat tire at her house. Because
what is it with you on flat tires, bro?
Because every time I got it fixed, it was at a ghetto ass place, so they always fix my tire with an old tire.
So yeah. But that also explains why it was so cheap. Because it was secondhand tire.
Look, I was an idiot back then.
No.
I couldn't put two and two together.
Then?
Hey, it worked.
I was more of an idiot back then.
Correction.
But so I got a flat tire, and that was my excuse to be like to her parents, "Hey, I can't get home. I have to stay over." And then it actually worked because they were like, "This is a good kid." They were wrong, but that's what they thought. So I stayed the whole evening, and then on Curacao in summer, if you get up at 6, only because you have to go to a funeral. You don't get up early like that for nothing. So I got up super early, went back to another place that was a little bit less. Like, meneer, basta um caminho com this tire na direita, and he pointed me to a real repair place.
Yeah.
And I didn't have money because I just went to visit.
Yeah.
And the dad actually gave me the money to fix it. Yeah.
Damn.
And I just never brought it up again. he didn't bring it up ever again either. But I was like,
wow.
I guess it was a present. So
damn.
That's all right,
so that was the worst moment I borrowed your car.
Cool.
Stole your car.
Yeah.
Borrow.
Yeah, my truck. Sadly, you weren't there. I got my license after you left, but I got my dad's old pickup truck,
the blue one.
But
that was before I left.
No. My dad had that truck, but then after that, he got he got a company car. So then my car went from my dad to my uncle. He had it for a while, and then I got the car after him.
Yeah, but you took me to the airport.
Yeah, in that car.
So you
I
already had your license.
Speaking of which, how much do you guys remember of that day, taking Naya to the airport?
Not
Not a
much.
single thing, bro.
No?
Just chilling
I
outside the
remember a
square.
lot of it.
Yeah.
You guys came. You were waiting outside.
I remember.
The
This is his house.
Yeah, basically.
The dogs almost killed you guys. No, wait. I only had one dog at that point.
Yeah, thank God.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
How the fuck do you remember the dog's name?
Look, I told you, my mind for important shit, none. Stupid shit, I'll remember all. That's
that
it.
was my German Shepherd that I had before I left.
That we left with
I
grandma.
remember that.
We left grandma with his German Shepherd.
Did you cry when you dropped you off?
I choked up for sure. I remember.
Oh yeah, I'm as we're talking, I'm slowly remembering the day.
We even took a picture.
Yeah, exactly.
No idea what the picture is though.
I think it's on Facebook.
Yeah?
I think I have
Yeah.
it.
If you can find it, let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I remember that was when I realized the size of it, of someone who moving away like that. Because up until that point, you're like, oh, now there's moving. It's then
Yeah.
and then you still hang out in the same way we didn't.
Yeah,
It's not like we multiplied how many times or the frequency in which we saw each other, to build up to it or anything. But at some point, we're like, oh shit, today we're taking out to the airport. and tomorrow Nader's gone.
Yeah.
And then when I realized the size of it, when my parents actually tried to get Nader's parents to let him stay and live with us.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
because my mom and dad realized that like
Wow.
that it would impact us a lot, that we would like miss Nader, because again he was at our place at least like 3 times a week.
Yeah, but
like one time during the week for school, and then Friday, and then most likely Saturday, Sunday, something like that again.
Yeah, but it was also partially from what I remember, it was also partially for the schooling. I think was also one of the reasons. Like,
Let him stay here.
Yeah,
but
my folks were like not that they needed to, but they just said like let him live with us. We'll have his own room. We'll pay for school and everything. And they were really like telling me, tell his parents so they know that we're serious. I'm like, Mom, it's out of my hands, you know. But it was like a legit offer, and it was.
Oh, that's cool.
And a part of me like almost believed it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been fucking dope as fuck though.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was very young, so there's no way my parents would have been like.
Of course,
it makes sense.
Thinking back now, I know it was like asking way too much.
Yeah.
But you know,
nice gesture.
And even more knowing my mom, you know how she is.
Yeah, no way in hell.
No way she would have agreed.
No way in hell.
I didn't even ask her. I think I was like, yeah, there's no point. There's no way my mom would say yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised she allowed me to go to Bonaire with you guys. Which
No
was,
kidding.
Yeah, I was very surprised because she had like the whole problem that I wasn't allowed to sleep like at people's houses. So when I was able to go to Bonaire, I was like, oh, wow, I'm actually allowed to go somewhere and without them and stay there sleeping and stuff. Because it wasn't like a few days; it was like
a week or 10 days.
Yeah, it was pretty long. So yeah, but I don't know. Apparently, that's something different. I don't know how it works.
What do you guys like remember like the most fondly about Bonaire? Because you guys only went once with us. I don't know if you guys went more often, but Bonaire is not like a topic I've spoken about too often. That means that Chris and Graham definitely did something.
No. I'm wondering what his fondest memory is.
Okay,
because my fondest memory of him is
wait. What's the fondest memory that we can say on the podcast?
The lighthouse where we took a picture.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You had the little huts from the
yeah. The very
and the
picturesque
salt
place.
Pyramids also. That was very cool.
Yeah, it's weird how the islands are similar, but still the Slavenhutjes and the Salt Mount hills is still so uniquely Bonaire.
Yeah.
And the pink like binnenwater, I don't know what to call it.
And Zoutpannen.
Zoutpannen, yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Graham?
The people that we met.
Probably the ATV. Driving the ATV.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That was dope. And just the drinking.
Oh God.
Yeah, because you guys went when you were 18.
Yeah, that was.
No.
We weren't 18. No, one was 18. No.
We were not 18.
That's my first time having a whiskey beer.
Whiskey beer?
Yeah.
So you drink like half a bottle of beer and you fill the rest with whiskey and you mix that.
As you can tell, it was not a good idea.
It was horrendous.
I mean, I also remember everyday pizzas.
Everyday
pizzas.
For real.
A lot of pizzas. Yeah.
No wonder we grew up fat.
No kidding.
Shit.
Those were some good pizzas.
But ATVs,
My fondest memory of when the time you were there and we were there with a big group is we acquired some
beverages,
some liquor,
beverages,
and we were having
adult beverages.
We were having a party in the hotel room,
and
like we were doing a drinking game, and for some reason someone thought it was a really great idea to buy vodka.
No. Citrus vodka.
That was peaches or whatever.
No, citrus vodka. Believe me, I remember.
No, I know you remember.
You remember because you're the one that fucking threw it up.
Exactly, because of the fucking citrus.
And I remember because we were in there with all of us, and it was a really big group because it was not only the band, it was like my ex-girlfriend,
I think it was
her friend and her friend.
Like 12 people or something like that.
And then
your cousins not meant.
Cousins were also there. They were even younger. Damn, we were so messed up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we got away with how much shit we got away with.
We got away with a lot of shit, bro.
And then my mom would come in. She came into the room and she saw us. We all tried to like play cool, and I made up this stupid like excuse like what we were doing, and she in front of everyone, she just looked at me and said, "You lying sack of shit," and everyone fucking lost their minds and shit. And then, because I think right after that, right after she left, it was your turn on the game.
Oh.
And then mid-laugh, Chris stopped to vomit.
No. I vomited because I took a shot of the fucking citrus vodka, and I don't like citrus, and that shit hit the back of my throat, and then it came in the front of my throat. So yeah. That's why And then everyone gave me shit, and I had to clean up puke, and
You know, now we're talking and having this super fucking off the rails conversation. Remember that everything has to do with like with Graham usually reminds me of like alcohol. Like a lot of things we did, a lot of things we did with Nader has to do with breaking shit. Yep. Because my memory of with him, like we were wrestling in the hotel room, and at some point, like because he had 2 beds on separate side of the room, like one per bed, and at some point, I think I threw a pillow at you.
Nope.
What was it? A book?
A diving instructions.
Diving instruction book, yeah. But I threw like an asshole, and I missed, and I hit the lamp right above his head, and I broke it.
Because what happened was I got the book, I threw it at you in a normal way.
Oh yeah.
And then
what's a normal way?
Yeah, just like
Frisbee.
tossing it.
Overhand. Right on the hump.
What does Daryl do? He grabs it, throws it like a frisbee without looking where he's throwing it, misses me, hits the lamp that was above my head, and then breaks it. And then we're like, oh, fuck. Trouble.
But
and that was the first night, I think.
But luckily,
we were there.
I literally like for just walk to the maintenance like shop. Like the maintenance staff, like y'all got a lamp. Dude, they didn't ask questions. He looked at me. He was like, fucking grab the lamp out of a box, be like, "Ataki, tuma, like."
Yep. Yeah. I'll never get over it. Like you guys just stood in a pool and just took turns hitting each other. Like
No,
literally,
we
feeding each other.
We
We
fought.
were fighting. And then once we made a hole on the wall. You know, like the one next to the TV.
Yep.
Your parents.
It was made of what's it called?
Drywall.
Drywall. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I pushed you, and you by accident hit it with your elbow,
Yep.
and then it broke.
Yep.
And then we were trying to cut like a piece to make it almost the same, but we failed.
Yep.
And then it fell through the hole.
Yep.
So we had to remake it
Yep.
again.
So inside the wall, there's a little square piece of wood, like that's hidden between the piece of drywall. And can you believe I made that mistake twice?
Yeah.
The same mistake, the same fucking spot.
Yeah.
I broke that fucking wall twice.
It's meant to be, I guess. Or not.
And then we tried painting it, but it was obviously too different colors.
Yeah, you can see. And I remember we were sitting in front of the TV when my dad came in, and like because the way you walk into that room, the TV room, you guys remember, like you walk in and to your right there's a couch, so that's where you interact with people, and then you have to go one step forward and left to go to like my dad's and my mom's bedroom, and like right next to the door. That's where the hole was. So we were talking to him. He was like, "Hey, Dad, what's up?" All of a sudden, I asked him, "So how was work?" And I think at that point, he was like, "Something's going on."
You never asked me how work is.
No, exactly. He turned, he looked at the wall, looked at us, just kept fucking walking. And when Nader left, he was all like, "Okay, it's Kuchabong. You're fucked up."
Like,
But at least we fixed things, you know?
Yeah, we tried.
It's
We
not
tried.
Like we break it and then just
leave it. Or whatever.
yeah.
So out of my own curiosity, because that was when we were a lot younger, growing up together. But as we grew older, we got our licenses. We started drinking and driving and
Of course,
stuff.
once you're 18.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. What were you doing in did you also experience stuff like that in Lebanon? Because like I don't think people generally drink a lot in Lebanon. Did you go to crazy parties?
I did drink there. It was possible to find. It's not like it's impossible to find alcohol.
You
bastard.
But is it illegal or frowned upon?
No, it's not illegal. We have Christian people there, and like not Catholic, but Christian people.
what are you trying to say? I'm getting. Don't answer the question.
So I was in a place that had mostly people that are Christian.
Okay.
Then I was hanging out with somebody there, and there was even a party and stuff. So it's not impossible to find.
Are we talking about like liquor or like Smirnoff Ice, Bacardi Breezer?
Not like vodka and stuff like that. Like the average things. But usually they have a special section with it.
Bugatti 151.
And then they have this section with like alcohol and like big meat and other stuff. But they keep it separate, like behind closed doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So people don't grab it by accident, because there people think everything is like halal. Well, Well, there's not really the halal brand or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's just everything is supposed to be.
That's the baseline.
Yeah.
But so they would if they would have the opposite of what they have here. Instead of having a restaurant with a little sticker that says halal, it says not halal.
Yeah, exactly. But they have this whole section with all the things that are not normal,
kosher,
like pig meat and alcohol and all of these other things. Okay. So yeah.
I want to get back slightly on topic with you motherfuckers before
What was it?
I end the
forgot
podcast.
what we're talking about, no?
Like, because this is just a great representation and illustration of like what happens after such a long period of friendship, and like even in the way that we've been friends for a really long time, and we had our ups and downs, but more not so much in like confrontations or anything, but more in you notice that at some point you see each other a little bit less, you have a little bit less time for each other. I mean, me and you even had on Curacao for a little bit, like when I was really like active with the band and all that shit with that really great people from Dilvis, we just saw each other less. We just saw each other sometimes, but it wasn't twice a week, every week and everything.
Yeah.
But then, like again, you come close again, and then I moved to Holland 1 year before you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, of course, it's hard to see each other.
Yeah.
So even though, and then Nader moves away to Lebanon for 3 years, just fucking abandons us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the day you came back, or when you came back, the day we met up again, you came to Utrecht, and we were walking. I remember exactly the same spot where we met up, and it was like nothing ever changed. We didn't have to catch up. I didn't have to ask shit about Lebanon. I didn't ask shit about my life. It was just literally like picking up where we left off. Mm-hmm. And after 20 years, somewhat years now, I mean, this is what an hour-long conversation between like really, really long friends is. There's a lot of people now in life who don't have friendships that long, who are still trying to cultivate a bond that will hopefully last that long. Mm-hmm. And I don't see any reason for us not to keep this going. So I posted yesterday about it on my Instagram that I feel bad for people who don't know what real friendship is. Mm-hmm. That if you can't say 100% convincingly, like, I know exactly what real friendship is. And not that we only have that with each other, we have that with our other friends as well.
Yeah.
But again, this is just an example of what an hour-long conversation is between people who have gone through so much shit.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about the biggest shit that we went through together, is when Dad passed away. That was because Graham, you were there from the beginning, from the second we found out that my dad was sick.
Yeah.
And you were always there. I think I remember your parents also being very understanding about that as well. Yeah. And then Nader, you left just before my dad got sick.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. And I remember the day he passed away, the day after, got a phone call from the weirdest number I've ever seen in my life. I was like, what the fuck is this number? There was like 25 numbers in it. Yeah. And Nader actually called all the way from there. And then he was crying on the phone. And then that fucked me up because it was the day after. And then I started crying too. Then my mom heard me crying, so she started crying. And then I think Chris was just sleeping.
I found out after he didn't call me.
Yeah.
So I wasn't important enough that we called.
I tried calling the house number, but it didn't. Nobody picked up, which is obvious.
Yeah.
So then I decided to call your number.
How did you have his no? Did you have the same number?
Yeah. 526.
Well, I don't remember what happened. But
Remember us.
yeah, but either way, I was trying to contact one or the other number, and I couldn't get somebody on the line. So no, I think I called you first, but you didn't pick up, and then I called your house number, and then your mom picked up, and then your mom picks up. Your mom
hears that it's you, and she
hears
freaked
that
out.
it's me,
Yeah, I remember
and
now.
She just dropped the phone, and started crying, and walked away.
Now I remember.
And then I got one of you guys on the phone. I think it was you.
Yeah.
And then we started talking. And
Not to make you feel bad, but remember that my mom just started to calm down a little bit. I'm not saying it to be mean, but it was such a special moment because you realize that the fourth son is now also in the loop.
Yeah.
And the moment she heard it was Nader, I could hear her. She fucking choked up and shit. I'm like, what happened now?
Yeah.
I picked the phone. It was Nader, and then I think we were quiet for a whole minute. We didn't really say shit, but it was just so fucked up.
Yeah. The thing is, when I found out, I didn't call directly. I went to my mom and I gave her the news, and then I started crying with her, and then I called you guys when I was okay with it.
Makes sense.
See, but that's to me, that's what real friendship is. There's no
crying.
There's no call for it.
Yes.
Don't be mean.
Okay.
The fact that you hear the news and you and your mom have a moment of mourning together like that, because you haven't seen my dad in a long time at that point, and you've been in Lebanon and we haven't had that much contact. But that to me is a true sign of what, like, when friendship goes deep, like when it has roots. Like, same thing, if anything would ever happen to one of you guys, something that you would let me know, it hits you like family, because at this point, if it's not family, what the fuck else is it?
Yeah, but it's also because your parents were also very, like, super nice to all of us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can't say anything wrong about them. Like, even the trip in Bonaire, your dad was just super supportive of everything that we needed. He went far and beyond. We did stupid things. He didn't get angry with us.
No,
guys,
he didn't get angry with you. He didn't get angry with you.
He very appropriately got angry at me.
So that's why there was like a connection. I was always at your guys' houses.
Yeah.
So it was to the point that I just go in the house, I break into your houses.
Yep. That's also something I loved. When my parents started accepting it, that there were a few times where I would show up at home and then Graham was already there or you were already there. And, like, in my room, just playing my PC and shit. And it was like super normal, just walking, hey, what's up? And then put my shit down and just chill.
Yeah, it's also the reason me and Daryl are also more on the hefty side is also your fault. Because y'all motherfuckers came back so often. My mom would always, we're a family of 4. She would cook for a family of 12. Just in case someone else comes along.
That's true. She always
just in
did
case they bring more friends. But we always have so much fucking food.
And for some reason, we had a no spoil mentality. It's like, 15 portions left. We might as well eat them. And then we also spent a lot of Christmases together. You guys were for Christmas, like Christmas Eve, because
there's Thanksgivings.
Thanksgivings also together. Because for those who don't know, Chris is actually, he was born in the States. My parents like lived in the States. We have a lot of American traditions in the sense of celebrating Thanksgiving, Halloween, and stuff like that. So we even celebrate a lot of that shit together.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to get too mushy, but I always, when people talk about like friendship and shit, like, y'all motherfuckers know what friendship is. Y'all know shit. Y'all have been through shit. And 20 years is no joke. I mean, we're coming up in 20 now, but I mean, there's a lot of people older than us now who just aren't in contact with people from back then, and who haven't experienced so much with the same people and such significant moments together as we have. Yeah. And there are a lot of people who do. I mean, I'm not saying at all that we're unique in that sense, but it's not that common that people are so tight for so long and know each other so well and accept each other so well.
Yeah.
Even despite what our jokes sound like.
That we can't really repeat right now.
No, absolutely not. But that's also true friendship. Saying shit to each other you can absolutely not say anywhere else.
Yeah.
We never had fights also.
No.
Never fought with each
except
other.
for y'all two just beating each
No,
other.
that was that wasn't so much fighting. That was more like that was wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
It wasn't fighting. It was sparring.
It was sparring because we would be like karate or like judo or like jujitsu. It was like okay, so let's just do grappling. Okay, cool.
Just fist. Fist.
Sometimes we were like one hand only.
Yeah, I think it was only once that we decided to like punch each other.
Yeah,
because
the moment he's talking about.
I was just, what are you guys doing? Whatever, I'm just gonna go inside. I'm just gonna go.
He was like gaming inside for like a whole hour.
I'm gonna go play in my Game Boy.
Yeah, bro. I'll just keep punching each other.
It's kind of funny that like, a lot of people were like, "Oh, yeah, do you exercise a lot and stuff?" I was like, "No, I just carry Chris sometimes that jumps on my back."
Yeah.
I remember
when the fuck have I ever? This motherfucker is the one that jumps on the backs.
No,
I've never fucking jumped on your back.
You did.
Never.
You did.
Ever.
See how natural him calling motherfucker is. It's like so like wow, this motherfucker knows exactly who he's talking about.
I know Daryl jumps a lot on people and stuff.
When have I ever jumped on your back?
You make it sound as if it's something I still regularly do.
I mean,
I
heard you torture employees now, so.
Hey, I do not torture them. I entertain them with my spontaneity.
Some say torture.
You mean like I hugged you from behind? Is that what you're calling me? Jump on your back? I've never jumped on your back.
Can you blame him for it feeling like the same thing, Chris? You hug you hug like you're trying to kill someone.
I remember one time
you've hurt so many of our aunts by hugging them. Fucking Chris.
Hey, you get what you asked for.
Yeah, that's true. They asked for like
they want a tight hug.
Braço duro.
Not my fault.
Primimi.
I think it happened around the time that I was hanging or seeing you way more than Daryl because I was dating one of your friends. Remember?
Who were you not?
I remember I was dating you. I was like, what? Wait, what did I miss?
And
I missed that part of her childhood.
What? So I was hanging out more with you and your friends
than
I was hanging with my own friends. And then it was like, yeah, randomly someday you just jumped on my bag, and then I was like,
and you pop the disc.
yeah, I was like, oh,
And that's why you're actually shorter than you're supposed to be.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
All right,
That's why I was gonna be like-
before we round this off, I want to ask you guys like any words of wisdom to give to people who are trying to seek a deeper friendship with people or trying to find what I think that we have. Like I don't want to boast too much or I want to like overpraise it, but I am really proud of the type of friends we are and how we can stick with each other and go through all the things we did. So any pieces of advice for people who think that they could maybe work on their friendships more or just add more depth to their relationships?
Just accept people for who they are, man. I mean, yes, if someone is in a bad way and they're trying to better themselves, that's perfectly fine. But we come with our faults, man. We're only human. We tend to fuck up. And if you really want to have a friendship with this person, a friendship is basically like a relationship. If there are faults, sometimes you just got to be like, okay, yeah, that fucked up. Can we move past this? All right, cool. And we can't, let's figure it out or go our separate ways.
If not, just jump on our backs.
And make them shorter.
Make them shorter.
Can't go anywhere then.
Make them
You know?
shorter.
You're 5 inches shorter now.
Exactly. Now, my thing is, like, a lot of excuse people like to make is, like, we don't have time and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
So my thing is just, there's people can always make time. Like, no matter how busy you are, you can always just make time. Just try and make some time to see each other, even if it's once a month or once every 2 months. I don't know. Or just,
Show the effort.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like I said, if you really want to, you can and will make time.
Just do that. Just make the time because there's definitely time. There's also a way. There's always some time you can make, even if it's like a half hour. Just have some lunch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it happen. Just make sure you keep in contact, and the rest will follow. You know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nader?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is also don't take it just because people don't contact you or they're super busy with something or whatever. Don't take it as, they don't make time, they don't have time for me or whatever. For example, when you were starting your gym, I gave you your space to build your gym, start your things.
You all did.
And if you didn't contact me, I wasn't going to be like, he doesn't care about me anymore. Whatever, I'll just do something. And sometimes I was also not very like, I don't text that much. I'm not into social media. So,
Hanging out with
but that doesn't mean that I don't think about you guys. When I see Daryl doing good with his gym, then I'm like happy. Chris doing good with his life here now. Cooking stuff. I love the Instagram cooking stuff. I always check everything. So a lot of people think because I don't communicate with them, it means that I don't care. But I'm always like, even like old people, like I have some friends. One is like a barman that's doing really good, and I see him and I look at his video. I think you guys know him, Brandon. He's doing really well and stuff. But Brandon Valentin.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, you're friends with him?
Yeah, I was in Mafo the whole time with him.
He's the guy that fucking kicked Nader in the shin during soccer tryouts.
Yeah, but he was on the floor now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. That's a story for another time. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he was a good friend. He's a good guy and he's doing well. So
But
it's like an example.
But your point is?
That just because like somebody's not actively texting or whatever doesn't mean they don't value the friendship or that anything. Because many times even you have to text me
14 times before you answer.
Exactly. But that doesn't mean I'm not like constantly thinking about how you're doing or your things or whatever. I'm always checking up and stuff. So yes, like Graham said, like making time for friends is important. But you also got to understand sometimes people have their own things to deal with. And sometimes that might come first or for that specific period. But you have to be like understanding that the life isn't always about like your friends and hanging out with them. Sometimes you have to give them a bit of space too.
Yeah, because they do have to grow as people as well
Yeah.
to be self-standig, Yeah.
And we've had many times that we've been on and off. Like I just said, sometimes I was hanging out more with Chris, and then I hang out more with you, and stuff like that. So it's like
that even also happened with like you and Graham, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When especially when you moved here before.
We're really close. Yeah. When you moved.
I was super happy to know that you two were hanging out together. Because the thing is,
because we brothers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't got no choice.
Yeah, but like you assume that it's obvious, but still, when you realize, like, because when I moved, Mom moved to Bonaire, and you were by yourself.
I had Graham.
Exactly. So me and mom, like, when she came to Holland one time, I think within the first half year that I lived here, she came and we talked about it. And she's like, no, Graham's there all the time. I'm like, thank fucking God. Because you were left basically by yourself a month after dad passed away. Yeah. And so to know that you were there, I'm like, much problem like breaking C-sticks and shit. So we're like, we're all good.
Yeah.
I think
broke a little more than C-sticks, but you know.
The thing I learned the most now is to like actively let people know that I care.
Yeah.
Like really vocalize. I think we're at the age now where it's more normal to just express how you feel without having to be weird, awkward, or anything. And like kind of what Graham says, like make the effort, to, like be there, but also make the effort to like say, I'm proud of you. Like, because when it comes down to it, I think a lot of people still struggle with having the wrong people in their lives, but maybe some people hang on to friendships because it's routine or because it's just familiar or something.
Or it's someone you have known for so long, so I have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I've always tried to do, especially since I started the business and I was kind of forced to just grow the fuck up, was realize what factors in my life has like a net positive without having to do effort. Because if you're in a relationship and it's only good because you have to work absolutely hard at it, you have to constantly chip away at it. If it's not good just because you are who you are, person is who there is, then it might be too hard or asking too much. And what I realized with our friendship group is just what you said, Chris. We can just be ourselves and everything just makes sense. It just clicks. Like no one has to go the extra mile. No one has to work hard. No one has to put up a front or anything. So just realizing that my friendships and my friends are a net positive in my life. They are an added value, that it's definitely a win with them and it's a loss without them. It makes it easier to just realize that and then be like, hey, you guys are my brothers. I love you dudes. And when the chips are down, you guys need anything or I need something, I can easily like always go to Chris and always talk to you guys about what you need to talk about, because you know that there's acceptance there, there's understanding there.
Yeah.
So that net positive that ends up after, when everything is said and done, you know, my life is 100% better because they're in it, and my life would be worse if they were not in it. So at that point, we realized that, you know what real friendship is. Because if I know now that if anything would have to change, you know that you're losing something, you have to try and fucking make it up somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's enough mushy shit for now. We've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes.
Thank you for the last person that's still watching this.
Yeah. If you're still here,
thanks for the ride. Appreciate you.
If you're still here, it means you're probably stuck in the train and you have no other options.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for popping by.
It was fun.
Chris, happy birthday still from 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
You don't look a day over 40, dude. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. It's the lotion, man.
It's the lotion.
It's the lotion.
Is the motion of the ocean?
The lotion on the screen. Yeah.
What is it? Aloe vera? What you
I gotta use the aloe, man.
Aloe Maravilla.
Okay. I gotta get
Glacial, Aloe Maravilla. Stay young forever.
Glacial, Arco de Water.
Arco de Water. All right, guys. Hey, this podcast is available on all your podcast platforms. Also on YouTube if you want to watch the video version.
Do you also put it on Facebook?
Fuck Facebook. No. If you follow this channel on Instagram at Talk Antiano To Me, if you want to follow me and my goings on, it's Daryl.Romain on the gram. I'll tag these homies in it as well. You guys know what's good. Next episode is going to be a really fun one. I have a really interesting guest coming, so tune in for that.
This one wasn't fun, is what you're saying.
This was more like, okay, we got to hurry the fuck up.
Bro.
Oh, you're done, yeah. All right, guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Quede rustig. Bosakao, pas bon dia. Bon simang. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. Count
Doei.
your blessings. Count your blessings.